Hello, beautiful people. Today's topic is the Unchanging Qur'an. Before we begin, I want to mention something. Only 5% of those who watch our videos are subscribed to our channel, while 95% watch but are not subscribed. Please subscribe to support our channel. Thank you in advance. Now, let's get to our topic. Do you think it is more reliable to preserve a text in written form or to memorize it orally? I know most of you would say written form, but actually, memorization, meaning oral preservation, is more reliable. Because if a written text is passed down from generation to generation, imagine that in each generation, one person dislikes a part of the text and changes it according to their preference. Then someone in the next generation changes another part to suit themselves. In this way, after several generations, the text would take on a completely different form and meaning. But when a text is memorized by many people, if one person makes a mistake, another can immediately correct it. The Qur'an has reached us unchanged for 1400 years through this method. One of the most important reasons the Qur'an has remained preserved to this day is the existence of Hafiz, memorizers. Since the time of the Prophet, peace be upon him, thousands of Muslims have memorized the Qur'an from beginning to end. This tradition has never disappeared. In every era, there have been countless Hafiz. Therefore, if even one letter were changed, it would be noticed immediately. After the death of the Prophet, peace be upon him, during the time of Abu Bakr, may Allah be pleased with him, the Qur'an was compiled into a book under the supervision of Zayd ibn Thabit. Later, during the caliphate of Uthman, may Allah be pleased with him, the Islamic lands expanded and differences in dialect began to appear. To prevent this, Uthman ordered official copies of the Qur'an to be written. He had 6 official copies made and sent to the main centers of the Muslim world. All later Qur'ans are copies of these original manuscripts. Some of these manuscripts still exist today. These copies are not different Qur'ans. They are the same text copied, and here is where they are preserved today. One copy is in Topkapi Palace in Istanbul, another in the Museum of Islamic Arts in Istanbul, a third is in St. Petersburg, Russia, a fourth is in Egypt, a fifth in Tashkent, and the 6th is in the British Museum in London. The Qur'an has not only been preserved through memorization, but also through isnad, the chain of transmission. So what is isnad? The Qur'an has been passed from the Prophet to the Hafiz of each generation, and each Hafiz taught it precisely to their students. This chain goes all the way back to the Prophet. Every Hafiz knows from whom they learned. Therefore, no word, letter, or verse could be changed, because any difference would immediately be noticed. There is even a verse about this preservation in the Qur'an. Indeed, we have sent down the Qur'an, and indeed, we will be its guardian. Surah Al-Hijr, verse 9. The word of your Lord has been perfected in truth and justice. None can change his words. He is the all-hearing, the all-knowing. Surah Al-An'am, verse 115. This shows that Allah's word, the Qur'an, is complete and perfect. Its rulings and words cannot be added to or taken away from. No human, jinn, or any other power can change the words of Allah. This is the divine guarantee of the Qur'an's preservation. So the Qur'an is preserved not only by people, but by Allah himself. If it were possible to change the Qur'an, the first verses people would alter would be those that are hardest on human desires, such as those about drinking alcohol, usury, adultery, charity, zakat, gambling, fasting, and prayer. For example, isn't giving from one's own wealth for zakat difficult for the soul? Or waking up for the morning prayer, doesn't the self resist this? Do you think all Hafiz memorize the Qur'an because they know Arabic perfectly? Number. Most Hafiz do not know Arabic. Imagine someone who does not know the language or fully understand the meaning, yet memorizes the entire Qur'an. This is difficult to achieve by human effort alone, but possible with divine help. There are little children who become Hafiz, and there are elders who become Hafiz at age 70. How do they manage this? The recitation of the Qur'an has rhythm and melody. The human brain remembers information more easily when connected to rhythm. This is scientifically proven. For example, children easily memorize songs because rhythm strengthens memory. The Qur'an, too, has a rhythmic recitation which aids memorization. Another strong proof that the Qur'an has not been changed is the mathematical and numerical harmony within it. For example, the words angel and devil each appear 80 88 times. World and hereafter appear 115 times each. Woman and man each 24 times. Life and death each 145 times. The phrase one day appears 365 times, like the number of days in a year. The word month appears 12 times, like the number of months in a year. Is this not a miracle? And there are many more examples. The name Allah appears in symmetrical and patterned ways, sometimes like beads on a string lined vertically, sometimes across two facing pages, sometimes appearing in the same place on both sides of a page. The page where the name Allah appears the most is page 422, where it is written 15 times. And on that same page, the verse says, "O you who believe, remember Allah much." So Allah placed the command to remember Him on the page where His name appears the most. Isn't this a sign that the Qur'an is truly the word of Allah? The Qur'an was revealed gradually over 23 years in response to different events, yet it maintains this harmony. Could this be a coincidence? Go anywhere in the world, Azerbaijan, Morocco, Indonesia, Turkey, the Qur'an being recited is the same. No sect, country, or group uses a different Qur'an. This book is a miracle for humanity. The Qur'an is an unchanging, divine guide. Whoever reads, understands, and lives by it will never go astray. Being born Muslim is already a blessing. We begin life 1-0 ahead. Our duty is to know Allah and learn the truth through the Qur'an, not through rumors passed from mouth to mouth. Investigate Islam yourself. Read and understand the Qur'an, not through word of mouth passed down from grandmother to mother, from mother to child. You should study Islam by yourself. Read the Qur'an and understand it. The Qur'an is such a book that when a person reads, reflects, and comprehends it, everything in their life changes. That's why you shouldn't practice Islam just based on what you've heard, but according to how you understand the Qur'an by reading it yourself. When you read it, it will feel as though Allah is speaking to you directly. Wouldn't you want to experience that miracle? Remember, the first command given to the Prophet was Iqra, read. So, dear viewer, do yourself a favor and start reading the Qur'an. Even if it is just to have some knowledge, do it. This alone is enough to defeat the whispers of Satan, because taking ablution is the first strike to him. Holding the Qur'an is the second. Opening it and reading it is the greatest strike. Until you reach that moment, he will do everything to distract you. Understand this. These thoughts pulling you away are not your own. They are his tricks. Once you start reading, inshallah, you will see the truth for yourself. Just find the strength within you and begin. I know you can do it. Lastly, if you are not subscribed to the channel, don't forget to subscribe and like the video. Every Friday, I return with new and interesting topics. Turn on notifications so you will be the first to know when a new video is uploaded. Stay safe and may Allah protect you. See you next Friday, inshallah.